Australia. The TV, the lounge, the rug, even the clothes you're wearing. If you came up with next to nothing, then you'd be absolutely right.
What do you own that is actually made in Australia? One family faces the truth. Meet the Johnsons, Nicole, Luke and the two kids, who reckon their house must be filled with plenty of Australian-made.
Yeah, definitely. We love our country.
The Johnsons live in a pretty typical Aussie street, with flags in their entranceway. Now what could be more Aussie than that?
Hi, Dick.
This bloke, Dick Smith.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in here.
So what would happen if an Aussie icon started picking things up in a proud Aussie home?
They're finding Korea's too expensive, so Samsung are actually making in China. The little speakers here, they're made in Malaysia. Air conditioner, we used to make Kelvinator air conditioners. That one's Japanese by the look of it. No, hold on, LNG, that's Korea. What's that, the carpet?
That'd be made in...
What's that say? Made in Turkey. Other than the kids, which are obviously Aussie-made, virtually everything is now imported.
It's like we're in the United Nations, isn't it?
And that was just the living room.
China, Taiwan.
Oh, and the fridge, Dick, that's China too.
Very surprised.
Even the children's rooms uncovered an avalanche of alien intruders, like Holly's favourite hat.
What does that say?
Made in China.
Oh dear.
The guitar, soft toys, were not from here, and her lolly machine.
China, yes, made in China.
In 1960, just about everything we owned in the house was Aussie-owned because we had lots of protection. I think the duty was 20 or 30% on bringing in a refrigerator. Now, governments all around the world have said, let's take away the protection. That's brought prices way down, but we basically don't have a manufacturing industry.
Brad's room is testament to that, including his prized Aussie footy cap.
It's made in China.
And a souvenir from the Aussie goldfields.
It's made in China.
The treadmill, made in China. The candle,
Made in Canada.
the oven from Turkey. The remote control holder
Is made in China.
There are some advantages. For a start, everything's a hell of a lot cheaper, and that means that people can afford. When I was a kid, my parents couldn't afford a TV set. Now, do you have how many TV sets do you have? Tell the truth. 5 TV sets. Wow!
Back in Holly's room, the wardrobe looked local, but
India one, Australian Zoo, China. Australia top.
Yeah. Let me guess, China?
China.
China. It got us thinking, how much of what you're wearing right now is made in Australia? A test that took us to lunchtime rush hour at a Westfield. Would they check the labels for us?
China, what's yours? Yeah, China.
This one's made in China. Valley Girl, made in China. Made in China.
Made in China. What about shoes?
They're probably China. Yeah, made in China.
There were these two with their latest buys.
Made in Indonesia.
And this young couple.
China.
So we've got this one made in Thailand.
China again. China.
Another one from China.
China again. China.
Things were hotting up.
China again.
These ones are from Thailand. And we may just stop there.
93% of clothes bought in this country are made overseas. China by far the leader, meaning just 7% is made here. So back to the Johnsons, and we wondered, could they cope without any foreign-made goods at all?
Okay, guys, I need you to go away for a few hours. Do you trust us? No. Thank you very much.
So they did, leaving just me and the dogs, and a little surprise up our sleeve.
We've actually got removalists across the road here to purge their place of all foreign goods, and anything that's not made in Australia, well, it's going out back.
Could we get local goods to replace all this?
I can't find anyone who makes Australian televisions. So let me get this right, no one in Australia makes computers. So I can't buy an Australian-made fridge, is that what you're telling me?
With most things, bar furniture, we didn't have much luck. And so, the Johnsons were to return to this, and this, and this. Oh, and 2 small tables.
Wow, gee.
I'm afraid that's all we could find that was Australian-made.
There's not a lot left, is there? It's empty, isn't it? What's left?
You got nothing left, Holly.
Like all space.
Once again, your pictures.
So much smaller.
But nothing from Australia. We obviously need to have foreign products to make the world tick.
But I think it's all going to change back again. I think you'll find that China and Japan, the wages are rising. Soon they won't be competitive and we might start manufacturing back in Australia. That'd be good.
Perhaps Dick is right, because back at our shopping mall, we did find a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, made in Australia.
You're joking me. That's the first one I've seen all day.
And then it happened again.
It says proudly Australian made.
Hey, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. There you go.
Not much of that going on. Is there quite a surprise? And they